Behind the glory, Liverpool Maritime Mercantile City. The City of Liverpool is located in northwest England. The city thrived as the largest port town in Britain during the 18th and 19th centuries. The sheer elegance of these buildings are an indication of the city's prosperity in those days. Maritime trade brought immense wealth to this city, as we can see on this wall relief. The sailing ship was the symbol of Liverpool City. The port is known as Albert Dock. It used to bustle with cargo and dock workers. The port town of Liverpool is inscribed as a World Heritage Site as testimony to an important era of British history. However, behind the success is a dark and relatively unknown side to the story. The street is lined with the houses where merchants lived. The trade they specialized in is carved on the buildings. This one shows child slaves from Africa. African people were traded as if they were merchandise, and children were no exception. This is how the slave trade functioned. First, guns and ammunition were shipped to Africa from Liverpool. Merchants encouraged Africans to use these weapons to fight against other Africans. When a tribe of people won a battle against another, their captives were handed over to the British in exchange for more weapons. The captives were then forced to board ships. People were tightly packed and had no space to move. Slaves from Africa were taken to British colonies in the Caribbean and exchanged for sugar and cotton. Then the ship headed back to Liverpool in England. This form of trade between Africa, the Caribbean and Britain was called the Slave Triangle. In 1807, the slave trade was finally abolished. This former warehouse is a museum. This is an original slave contract. The contract is for the sale of 268 slaves at a price of £35 to £40 a person. This was equal to the annual salary of an average working man in those days. Today, Liverpool is facing these dark facts about its history. It is also coming to terms with the past in an effort to fight racial discrimination.